Singapore is one of the most densely populated countries in the world. And with the construction of many new buildings each year, it has become increasingly important to remember the effects that these buildings will have on the environment. Efforts must be taken by the building sector to greatly reduce the greenhouse gas emissions and energy use of new buildings in order to combat climate change. One property developer, City Developments Limited, or CDL, has taken on this challenge and is setting benchmarks for green construction and sustainable buildings in Singapore and beyond.
Today, sustainability is increasingly used to measure the performance of a corporation. CDL is privileged to be at the forefront of driving change for Singapore's built environment. As a developer and landlord, we take a holistic life cycle approach towards environmental sustainability. Firstly, we develop eco-friendly buildings. We then manage our properties in an energy-efficient way.
CDL currently invests between 2 and 5% of the construction cost of a development on green design and features. To achieve an optimum level of energy and resource efficiency throughout the building's life cycle, sustainable construction practices are implemented right from the outset. Ultimately, the goal is to reduce the impact of the development process on the environment. The oceanfront at Sentosa Cove is a development that is a good example of such practices being put into action.
From the beginning, these ideas are implemented because they influence the position of the blocks and therefore the layout and the position of the units of the apartments in CDL developments. These would take into account some path directions as well as wind directions through the block. And we go into a computer simulation of the wind flow and the dynamics of the ventilation even through the apartments.
The oceanfront at Sentosa Cove was the first residential development in Singapore to be awarded the BCA Green Mark Platinum Award. This is the highest accolade awarded by the government for green developments in Singapore. And thanks to the green innovations, residents can enjoy savings of up to $1,000 per apartment per year on their electricity bills.
We have started in 2005 our own green building rating system, the Green Mark scheme. So for the last 6 years or so, we have got about 750 projects certified green under our Green Mark system. And we are talking about 23 million square meters of floor space in total. That is environmentally friendly, that's green. So in this context, CDL has contributed almost 10% of this total volume of green building projects in Singapore.
7 and 9 Tampines Grand was designed as a cutting-edge, new-generation green office with environmental sustainability in mind. The building offers close to 300,000 square feet of quality office space, enhanced with eco-friendly features. This completed development embraces the largest use of solar panels in a commercial property in Singapore. Measuring some 2,080 square meters, the panels are installed on the roofs and facade of the development. Collectively, the development's green features will contribute to an estimated energy saving of 2.7 million kilowatt hours and a reduction in CO2 emissions of approximately 1,400 tonnes per year. Savings which can be passed directly to the tenants, such as Hitachi.
In our effort to achieve a more sustainable society, Hitachi has formulated the Environmental Vision 2025, a long-term plan to help reduce CO2 emissions and promote environmental conservation. We believe that the working in the green office itself helps to reduce CO2 emissions.
CDL also recognises the importance of driving perception change amongst its stakeholders. This is done through innovative outreach programs to drive environmental awareness in an accessible manner. An example of this is City Square Mall, the first eco-mall in Singapore. The 700,000 square feet community-friendly mall provides a unique platform for CDL to reach out effectively to tenants and the community at large.
The mall provides a wonderful learning experience about ecology and our natural environment. You can find green tips on the walls as well as green messages throughout the mall. This helps to raise awareness about environment.
CDL is setting the standard for green building practices for the future. Rapidly expanding cities such as Singapore can now do so without the worry of causing damage to the environment.
CDL has embraced environmental responsibility for over a decade now. We see this as a key strategy for our continued growth and business excellence. Conserving as we construct, CDL is committed to building a better living environment for the communities of tomorrow.